Are you ready to move to a new house, Kai? Live in a new shop? Welcome back to a long overdue shop update. A heck of a lot has happened since the last one. The biggest thing is I'm getting settled in to a new shop. We bought a house out in the country and I've got this space here. A lot has happened in the last couple months. I painted the walls, we put steel on the ceilings, we did all of the conduit, we insulated it, we heated it, and also have spent quite a bit of time of getting everything set up. I'm still getting settled in. I ordered some racking that'll go against the garage doors here, and so that pile of boxes is gonna be neat and orderly at some point. But I figured I would show just kind of a rough idea of how it's all gonna be. I've spent a lot of time on lean manufacturing and kind of lean thinking in order to eliminate waste and stay as efficient as possible. I've got these racks here for UPS pickups, so international, domestic, receiving. So it's really easy. I've got scheduled pickups now with UPS, soon to be DHL as well. And I'll kind of just go around and show a little bit of each workstation, kind of the thought process. Show it messy now, and then in the coming weeks it'll be clean again and I can show it then. This kind of workstation is just woodworking, building all of the other workstations. I need something to be able to cut wood. And then this is just, it's all kind of a woodworking area, just general purpose, scroll saw, sanders, drill press, etc. One new thing that I have now is a vibratory tumbler. And so what I can do is tumble my own parts. So after they get CNC machined, this will create a more uniform finish, and it'll look a lot better when they're anodized. I've got a part over here that is already tumbled, and so you can see after tumbling it has a very nice finish, because the thing about anodizing and finishing, it's all about how it looks prior to get anodizing, because all anodizing does is it adds about 3/10 to the surface, so any scratches are just going to show right through, because there's barely anything that it actually adds to it other than dyeing it. This is the mower here. It's a brand new John Deere zero turn, so I figured we'd keep it in here since it's heated. And then over here I've got my 3D printer, my Glowforge laser cutter and engraver. I've got the silhouette cutter, just a printer scanner, the Prusa 3D printer, and the wash station, the SL1. It is resin based. Really love using that thing for prototyping. I've shown it a few times before. I've got just kind of a DeWalt stack of tools for when I'm working on the shop, miscellaneous things. This actually now is going to be pretty much no longer used, so I'm gonna have to find a different purpose for it. What I used to use it for was cutting suede on the vacuum table with a drag knife, and then I would do all of the rubber cutting here. But since the big news is have the R20 Evo that's getting produced by a professional shop, I'm not doing as much of that. I'll be probably doing some mold making and rubber casting on future products, but I won't be doing the suede really anymore, and so that's gonna all be pretty much out of date. So the pressure chamber, the oven, all of that will no longer be in use, but I'll have it. So if I ever do need it for miscellaneous reasons, it's nice to have around. And then this is kind of going to be my photography area. All the product photography, I do just white background, and I do it right there. I've got my printer, the Canon, it's an inkjet photography printer. I would print my stickers with that, and then just another printer scanner there. This workbench is gonna kind of just be for more miscellaneous things. I recently purchased this. It's a air pillow maker. It just takes those little plastic bags and fills them with air. So when shipping bigger things in bigger boxes, I can make my own air pillows. I've got the CNC, that's the same Shapeoko 3. I've got this fixture that I made, which is for cutting the hole in the R20H Evo, because I just get them all made as a R20 Evo, and then, you know, to cut the horn button rather than create a new stamping tool, which, you know, could be thousands of dollars. I can just cut it on this CNC, and it's no problem at all. And then I've got this workbench now, which is going to be, this is kind of my main one. It's just for design. And then this new toy right here, a fiber 30-watt laser. This I haven't used too much yet. I'm getting it set up still, but it'll be really cool because I'll be able to laser mark any custom work, also production work. These things are awesome. Engraving a logo, just kind of, I was testing it on the inside here. Engraving this takes 5 seconds versus on the Glowforge it would probably take 5 minutes. And also it has a lot more height adjustability, so I can laser etch the top, which is cool. It actually wasn't, it didn't come quite tall enough because it has a certain focal length that it has to be at in order to actually mark the anodized surface. And so all I did was just add these little 2-inch spacers, and that worked out perfect. So yeah, I'll be using that more and more, but still kind of getting it set up. And then this right here is going to be kind of just where I keep my inventory. I'm trying to have everything be labeled and getting set up with that. So on each shelf I'll have, like this shelf will be all the RS3 parts. These are just the different spacer sizes, parts for shifters. Over here it'll just be all parts for the button plates. As you can see, I get my PCBs made at JLC, so I still need to fill these up, but I've got just cables, and then my Motomech wheels. I'm reselling those now, so I'm a distributor for those Motomech wheels. And then my soldering station, and so all the soldering can be done right here. I've got the hot glue gun, and then this is like where I'll do the assembly for all the electrical components. And what I've done is each component will have a sticker, and that'll correspond to what I'm making. And so whenever I need to make a certain part, like I think these are for the RS3, so the RS3 is all orange, and so I'll just grab all of the little orange cubbies, and then they've got labels and part numbers, so it's easy to reorder more. I can show that a little bit more here. And so each component has a label and a part number. It's especially nice for like all the hardware. So yeah, having this system has been awesome. This is like one of my favorite things that I made last year, because it makes life so much easier, especially with inventory. It's really not viable for me to have all inventory be in a computer system yet, And so it's just a lot easier to see which cubby is empty, and then I'll just grab it and I'll order more. So, and this is my packing station. I've got everything on wheels too, which is really nice. So if I need to move stuff, I just unlock the casters. It's all on wheels and it can all move in minutes. It's not all set in stone yet, still very much getting set up, but it's been working well. I mean, I've been shipping wheels out and I've been really happy with it. So that's pretty much a general tour of everything going on right now. Here's a little look at the outside. I've shown some pictures and videos, but it is, man, it's a nice shop. And I've got internet wired out here too. And there's our plow truck that we got for free. And then just a little bit of the yard here. I don't know if you can hear the dogs, but they're barking like crazy. We got 8 acres out here. And yeah, I can just walk right to work every morning and try to get as many wheels out the door as possible. Big thank you again to everyone that's been kind of keeping up with the story, and I will try to get more content out at a more regular basis. It's been a little bit tricky moving, renovating the shop, and trying to keep up with production all at the same time, but now that I'm settled in, it's time to work.